Hey guys, Hidden Azeroth here. In today's video, we're going to be exploring the ruins of Northrend as found in the End Time dungeon. The easiest way to do this is to get on a demon hunter and go to the final boss where you fight Merzerond. Run to the far wall, as shown on the map here, and double jump against the wall, using Fell Rush to propel yourself forward. Because the End Time is an alternate future where we fail to stop Deathwing from destroying Azeroth, the ground surrounding the area is littered by bits of debris from the Dragon Soul raid. The most notable piece of wreckage is the Horde Gunship, which can be seen being broken in half by Deathwing in the cinematic that plays after you defeat Ultraxian. Demon hunters can use double jump to get on board the gunship and explore the cabin. Heading towards the Wormrest Temple, we see that while the portal room on the bottom floor is still present, it's been blocked by a mountain and can't be entered. Looking up at the Wormrest Temple, we see the corpse of Deathwing. This is because after winning the Battle of the Dragon Soul, the old gods drive Deathwing insane and cause him to impale himself on the spire of Wormrest Temple. Wreckage from the spire litters the ground about the temple. The temple's stone has fire damage in it, similar to the front gates of Stormwind after Cataclysm. Passing in front of a temple, we approach a pool of magma similar to what's found in the Obsidian Shire. Like in the Shire, standing in the magma gives you a stacking debuff. Looking up, we see that the source of the pool is a constant stream of lava flowing from Deathwing's mouth. Heading southeast, we pass a small, crashed Goblin Zeppelin. Despite a Goblin Zeppelin not appearing in Dragon Soul, there's no matching wreckage in Dragonblight, meaning that this is new to the dungeon. Approaching the Emerald Shire, the skybox abruptly cuts to black. This is to give the appearance the echo of Tyrande has been cast in eternal darkness when players teleport to confront her. While abandoned, New Hearthglen appears similar to how it exists on Live. Traveling down the hill, we shift back into the nighttime skybox and are able to look down at the Emerald Shire. Interestingly, while the majority of the coastline has been unchanged, the Crusade ship outside of New Hearthglen has been sunk despite not being able to be seen from any boss area. Like New Hearthglen, the city of Venomspire is abandoned but unchanged. Traveling over a mountain, we approach Winterguard Keep, the easternmost boundary of the instance. If the town's rendering extended slightly farther forward, Naxxramas would appear overhead. Looking down, you'll see we're passing above the entrance portal for the dungeon. Only a few feet from the entrance, we pass the Bronze Dragon Shire where the final boss fight takes place. As we pass Scarlet Point, you'll notice that the cave entrance has been sealed off, although it's unclear as to why. The Path of the Titans ends overlooking the rendered half of Crystal Song Forest as well as the underside of Dalaran City. Because I'll need to climb the mountain in the distance twice to reach both Wintergrasp and Dalaran City, I'm going to skip ahead in the video to where I've climbed the top of the mountain. Don't worry, I'll show you later in the video how to climb the mountain yourself. And here we are. Once at the peak, you can either go forward towards Dalaran, or jump off the back of the mountain towards Wintergrasp. While the water has not been added to this version of the map, the icebergs that float on top of the lake, as well as the fake white sheets that give the appearance of the water moving, are both still present. This causes them to appear to float in the air. The westernmost boundary of the map can be found here, with the lower portions of Wintergrasp not being rendered. Heading south, we enter Ice Mist Village. While the water is missing from the village, the waterfalls are still present. Traveling further down, we come across the subterranean tunnels of Azure-Narub. Inside is a functioning summoning stone. However, the dungeon portal is missing. The Ever Tunnel is blocked by an invisible wall similar to those found at the boundaries of the map. Agmar's hammer is empty but unchanged. Just south of a raft gate is the Obsidian Dragon Shire where you fight Bane Bloodhoof. Heading north through the Alliance base camp, we approach the raft gate. Plague stains and scorch marks still litter the ground. However, the gate remains shut. Traveling through the Horde base camp, the various ballistas as well as the Wind Riders at the flight point are still visible. For the next few minutes, I'll be showing how to climb the mountain so that you can explore Wintergrasp and Dalaran City. If you're not interested in watching this part, I'll put a timestamp to skip it in the description down below. For those of you still watching this part, what you're going to want to do is use a combination of double jumps and fell rushes to push yourself up small, steep portions of the mountain. While there are various pathways, the one I've found simplest is to start at the raft gate and head forwards towards Dalaran. Reaching the edge of the mountain, you should curve back around and head up towards parapets from ice ground sticking out of the stone. Before reaching the parapets, however, curve around again, go back towards Dalaran, and go around the mountain heading west. The general goal is to reach the very western edge of the mountain range, as it has the easiest path to the peak. As you can see, I've now reached the western edge of a mountain range. Now simply follow along it and you'll head towards the top of the peak. We are now back at the point from earlier in the video where I left to Wintergrasp. You can either jump to Dalaran from here, or get slightly more height by using Metamorphosis to jump to the other side of the peak. Once here, make sure you're facing Dalaran and have both charges of Fel Rush before jumping. As an engineer, I also use the Parachute Cloak Tinker, but it's not necessary. Make sure to use Fel Rush each time it comes off cooldown, and don't forget to reapply your wings. As we enter the city, we shift into trade chat, and the zone music is replaced by the Dalaran music. In order to get into the city, travel right from where you landed, looking for the sewer pipe underneath the city. Carefully, jump backwards off the platform, and then use your Demon Hunter wings to glide forward into the sewer pipe. Congratulations, you're now inside Dalaran City and can mount up and explore both the above ground and the Dalaran sewer. However, be careful. As Dalaran passes through the northernmost wall of the instanced area, it's possible to become stuck in certain places. One such area is the small tunnel ending in a dock where my character is about to get stuck in a moment. Don't worry, however, if you do get stuck, you can use Metamorphosis to pull yourself out. We'll cut ahead to once I've freed myself. Since my character is once again free thanks to the magic of editing, let's head out of the sewer and into the city above. Avoid Windrunner's Sanctuary, the Magnus Commerce Exchange, and the well. All of those areas are behind the invisible wall and your character can get stuck. The Violet Citadel is missing the instance portal to the Caverns of Time. Similar to in the Ruins of Stormwind in my last video, the mailboxes and guild banks in Dalaran still work. Additionally, you can still fish from a Dalaran fountain. While players are unfortunately blocked from entering Windrunner's Sanctum due to the invisible wall, players of both factions can explore Greyfang Enclave, the Alliance capital. This place was huge, and even with this week's video going a little longer than usual, I still wasn't able to show off every place that I wanted to. So, whether you're an avid explorer, or you're just looking for a capital city where nobody's going to spam their repair mount, the echo of an Azeroth destroyed by Deathwing is well worth a visit. And as always, thanks for watching.